back when you were young. Some of you might have felt like you could do anything at all. Maybe you were daredevils, you were a risk taker, you were adventurous, and when somebody would challenge you to do something, you just couldn't wait to show them how well you could do it. Others of you might have been a little more cautious or inquisitive or calculated. Maybe you wanted to see somebody do something first, and then you would come in second to see if you could do it better that way. But in both of these stories, who was it that challenged you to be all that you could be when you were younger? Who was it that pushed you harder than you think you could go? Well, was it a parent? Was it a coach? Maybe a teacher or a friend? One way or another, those people mentored you to be better than you could be. You know, there's a research study that's out there by a company called the National Mentoring Partnership, and they found that there was kids that had mentors that were close to maybe falling off track, but because of that mentor, they found the research to say that 55% were more likely to go to college, 78% were more likely to volunteer regularly, and then 90% were more interested in becoming a mentor for somebody else. They realized the value in it. And 130% of those kids were likely to hold leadership positions. The reality is that most of us will go through life after our childhood without having a mentor. But many of us have things that we could share with others that would help them along their way. And for many of us, we might need to look to somebody else to help us along our way still. But the best way is to get started. If you've ever wondered, how could you make the most of the best of your life? It all comes down to passing on what you know, helping someone else be all they can be. I've heard it said before by a leader that it's lonely at the top. I also have heard it said by another leader, the reason why it's lonely at the top is because you didn't take anyone along the journey with you. I want to challenge you to grow your leadership by being available to grow someone else. At Crossroads Church, we have an opportunity following Father's Day weekend to be a mentor for someone along their journey. For the next 5 weeks, you'll have the flexibility to set your own schedule, to meet with that person over 5 weeks, or you can set a once a month, but we want you to have 5 meetings with that person to get the most out of it. We've designed a program that makes it really easy for you, so anybody really along the way could be a mentor for somebody else. It makes it very easy. You can sign up by texting in mentor to 69922. I want to thank you for listening to this. I want to challenge you as we close to not just hear about amazing stories. I want you to be a part of an amazing story. Sign up today to be a mentor.